Hi, I'm playing the Team Hearth Legends Wild series, and this is the Week 1, Round 1 gameplay video. If you want to learn more about the specific choices that I made for my Reno deck, featured on the left side of the screen, I made the deck explanation video go a little bit more in-depth. And as you can see, I brought a Mage deck, a Priest deck, and a Warlock deck, and a Warrior deck, but my opponent chose to ban my Bomb Warrior list. And for them, they brought exactly what I thought they would bring. They brought Dark Lair Warlock, they brought Reno Priest, and they brought Secret Mage, and they brought a toss-up matchup. And I went with my overall plan of banning Dark Lair and kind of teching Reno Priest and Reno Mage. Alright, jumping into round 1 here, my opponent decided to go with their Mage deck, which is Secret Mage, and I decided to go with mine, which is Reno Mage. And I'm teching Kazan Mystic here specifically for this matchup, and luckily drew it in my opener. Every other card in my opener kind of sucks. It's not really great here. Maybe I would potentially want to keep the Flame Ward here, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm looking for better, cheaper, interactive cards and curve fillers. And my draw was not that great. I drew Ice Block, which I don't really want to have until later. And I drew Luna's Pocket Galaxy, which is not a card I really plan to cast in this matchup at all. And I got a 4-drop. So, not the best opening hand. But we'll see how it goes. My opponent leaves off on a Cabal Lackey into a Secret here, their best opening play. Really hoping that's not a rigged Faire game. And we draw a Mad Scientist, not worth coining out when we have so many clunky cards, so just go ahead and pass it back. It's not a rigged Faire game, which is really good for us. And then our opponent goes into a Medivh's Valet here. Just Hearthstone at its finest, really generating a lot of tempo and aggroing us out a little bit. And we're just going to play our Mad Scientist on curve, which is met with an Explosive Runes, which does deal 4, but since we drew our Ice Block, guarantees pulling the Flame Ward from our deck, which will wipe our opponent's board, help us gain back a little bit of tempo here. Which, they played smart, they attack first to have the Flame Ward trigger before they play more units out. They play out a Mad Scientist of their own, and they're going to pass the turn back. At this point, our hand's kind of clunky. We're going to go ahead and spend that coin. Playing out our Arcane Keysmith here. And we got some really good secret options. We're going to go with Explosive Runes. Really, really good interactive secret, as our opponent showed us. And so it's going to be really good at helping us control the board. And we top deck Reno Jackson, which is exactly what we needed for this hand. It was a very clunky, awkward hand. We weren't feeling that great about it. But with Reno Jackson, we're feeling pretty good about it here. And small decision that I'm going to make here. I'm going to play the Kazan Mystic before I kill the Mad Scientist. And that's because we have Explosive Runes up, and our opponent's deck plays Explosive Runes. And if Kazan Mystic tries to steal a secret that you have a copy of, it just destroys it. So this lowers the chance that we would potentially just, like, you know, pop an Explosive Runes from our opponent instead of gaining control of a different secret here. And we got control of a Counterspell, which should be very good in this matchup, as they are a spell-heavy deck. They go into a Cloud Prince, putting us down to 11, but we do have the Explosive Runes to trigger back and keep the board in our favor. And at this point, we really only need to survive one more turn. I didn't want to have our Ice Block potentially be counterspelled, so I just went with the on-curve play of Witchwood Piper into Sir Finley Murgleton. And they have an Explosive Runes of their own. And I go ahead and pass back here instead of playing the Sir Finley, holding it for later use. Maybe not the best play, but it's the one I made. Alright, opponent on 6 mana goes Arcanologist into Secret, which gets countered. So I spent 5 mana to get a 2/3 and a Secret. That got counterspelled. Really, really good for us. Gives us time to land our Reno. We top decked a Zola, which is going to be really good at being able to pick up our Reno if it survives. And just closing the door on our opponent more and more. That's basically what we're trying to do. Is we're trying to gain control of the board and gain life and just push long. Because that's usually how you win against decks like Secret Mage, is you have to play a little bit longer, usually. And our opponent has no secrets up. We top like Potion of Illusion, so we get to go to Zola, our Reno Jackson, and then Potion of Illusion, both of them back. Just putting a bunch of Renos in our hand, and really, you know, just making it so our opponent doesn't have realistic options to come back in this game. They have a Secret into a Cloud Prince here, but we're back up at 30 life. The 6 damage doesn't matter too much. We draw a Bran even to get more Zola value. Gonna check for a counterspell here with Devolving Missiles. I think whenever I first cast that, I was kind of planning on playing the Luna's Pocket Galaxy or the Ice Block. But I eventually decided to just go into Reno the Relicologist here to wipe my opponent's board. And push some face damage. Attack first in case they have Flame Ward, just get in a little bit extra damage that way. And no real reason to play out the Zola because I do have that Bran that can help later for it. My opponent has their top deck here. Just drawing Arcane Flak Mage. Really, really not great draw. They have no secrets in hand. They were looking more for like their Alaneth here, but they weren't able to get it. And I forgot that they already had triggered 2 explosive runes, so I went ahead and do my Sir Finley Murgleton here. But found Armor Up, which is a little bit better than healing, because we already can gain 30 health in hand, so it's feeling pretty good. And just going into Bran, into Zoling our Reno twice, getting 4 Reno Jacksons in our hand. Just really, really taking our opponent's options out. I don't think they have enough burn in their deck to potentially be in this game. Kind of played into Flame Ward there a little bit overzealous, but it's not likely to matter. You know, if we take a little bit longer to kill, it's gonna be okay. Our opponent does top deck their Alaneth, which will help them power through their deck, but they are unlikely to be able to have enough burn and board wipes, or enough burn and board builders to be able to win this game. And either way, we top deck Zephyrus the Great here, which is going to find us that Harrison Jones, blowing up their Alaneth, giving us a 5/4 body. Just really putting on a clinic here of how versatile and strong Reno Mage is as an archetype. Our opponent on taps here is probably just thinking of, you know, where did this match go wrong? Leads off on a secret here, into secret. Into Arcanologist, kind of an awkward position. They signal they have Flame Ward by fire blasting our Harrison Jones, but we're just going to trade off these units, keep the board in our favor, and just, yeah, kind of run them out of cards, give their secrets as little value as possible. We have our hand full, so Tertullian Pilgrim isn't that great, so we're just going to play a Luna's Pocket Galaxy here. We can kill with Cloud Prince next one. I think I didn't realize that was in my hand whenever I cast the Luna's Pocket Galaxy, but it's not likely to matter with the 4 Renos that we currently have in hand. Our opponent top decks a Fireball here, putting us at 14, but again, we have Ice Block up, we have 4 Renos in play. They do have a secret, which could potentially be Ice Block, but I go ahead and play the Cloud Prince to check. And it in fact works, and we get round 1. Remember, there are potentially 4 more rounds in this best of 5 conquest battle, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again for watching. If you like this gameplay video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment if you liked this style of video. It's something new that I'm trying out. And if you'd like to see the following weeks uploaded,